Hi, welcome to TomTalks. Is it TomTalks or is it like a noun or is it TomTalks, like a verb? Hi, welcome to TomTalks. Yeah, no, I like the first one a lot better. So today, with the help of some really horrible whiteboard drawings, I wanted to talk about something that comes up a lot when I'm talking to clients and that a lot of people see but not many people understand that well, and that's rich snippets. I get the question a lot, how do I get rich snippets? And to be honest, it's not something you have a whole lot of control over, but we can talk about how that works. To start with, what is a rich snippet? It's what you see, and you've seen it a million times, when you search for something and the result that you get back gives you more information than your average search result. You see it a lot with products. You may search for a specific product. You may get back an image or a price. With restaurants, similarly, you might get a star rating, a link directly to the menu. These are rich snippets, and we want them because they're going to have a much higher click-through rate. Not only are they bigger and more attractive and catch your eye, on a basic level, you're getting more real estate on the first page, and it's really letting users know exactly what the site's about and what's on it, and in theory, it's being served up because it's addressing your very specific query and giving you the information you want. So the question always arises, how do I make Google present my site in a rich snippet? And you can't make Google do anything. Google decides when and why to serve up a snippet in result to any kind of query. So what you can do is you can encourage it. The one way I want to talk about doing that is by using structured data. Structured data is simply putting extra tags into your HTML markup that define specific parts of your page. So I'm going to use a product for an example. First of all, there's a couple different ways to do that. The most common and accepted is schema.org. Schema.org is a standard that gets used now, and it's a site with pages full of vocabulary or tags. And so, for example, product has its own vocabulary. A restaurant has its own vocabulary, and each of those are on a different page. So what I can do, if I have a product on my website, you can put in a tag that says item scope, item prop, it's not important for you to know what that means right now, equals, and then reference that web page, schema.org/product. So you've now indicated to a search engine that that is the vocabulary that you will be using, okay? Then there are properties. So if, for example, I want to highlight the name and the image and the price and the rating, I can put a property around each of those, and that can go in a regular HTML tag, or you can create a span just to accomplish this. So for example, if you have a div that contains the address, I can, within that div tag, say, okay, item prop equals address, for example. Or I can put a span around a phone number, a span, item prop equals phone. So basically what you're telling in the code, you're saying that this is what's what, right? And now search engines can easily see exactly what's on the page and what parts of that they might want to serve up to a particular query. Now, doing this does not by any means guarantee that you will get a rich snippet. It's best practice. Again, you can encourage it to happen that way. I should also say that there are different ways to do schema tagging, let alone other methods of markup data. If you want to learn about this, you should go to schema.org and read all about it. It gives you examples. You can easily look up whatever it is you're trying to mark up. There are a lot of other kinds of what you could call rich snippets. In particular, I get a lot of questions about local results, for example. You get the local box or a specific business in that big box off to the right-hand side that gives you all kinds of information. That's largely different and has to do with local SEO, which is something that I think we will cover in another video. So thanks for watching.